All right, everyone, thank you for joining us. We're at Peak 2026, and I am here with Zarif Haq from The Good Game, who are the title sponsors for Peak. Thank you for joining us, Zarif. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Doing
Yeah.
great. It's been
Well,
a nice conference.
Yes, thank you. Thanks to you. I think I want to just jump in by understanding a little bit more about The Good Game, that you've called it the Amazon or Uber for youth sports. What was the exact moment you realized that the youth sports ecosystem needed a complete digital overhaul?
Well, my daughter played sports, and so when I was looking for a coach or a trainer, it was very difficult for me to find one. And it's very common for these parents and people in sports, but I was wondering why, right? And then I look around on the field, and it seems like the fragmentation that everybody talks about is real. And there's so many different systems and apps that we have to go into, so many different pieces of paperwork that we have to fill out. And so then I was thinking, there really needs to be a marketplace that's very agnostic, right, to everyone and everything, where a parent can buy within seconds. Buy what? Services like training, services like going to a camp or a clinic. And in order to do that, we needed to figure out how to make people compliant to be able to work so they can actually be on demand. So it's not like you can do one or the other. You have to do it together to solve the problem. And so it came from a practical problem of my own to The Good Game today.
Sounds about right. And I think that actually leads us to understanding more about the Clear to Join digital passport that you guys are working on. And how does having a single verified profile fundamentally change the game for stressed out parents?
I had 3 kids. I have 3 kids, but I had 3 kids playing at the same time, multiple sports and coordination amongst many, many different organizations. And it would kind of be like, rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to be doing the paperwork this time, right? And it's like, why? Why do we have to do this all the time? Like, why is everybody trying to hold on to their own thing? And so as I started thinking about that, I started thinking about, we need to be able to access a coach quickly. I started to see that businesses are trying to staff former athletes. And I said, it should be one identity that lives with you, that travels with you throughout your journey in sports. What does that mean? That means that parent has a child might become a worker might become a student athlete might become a professional, then a parent maybe and a donor. But you know what? Certain things always stay the same. So why can't we keep it in one journey, in one passport? And that's what we decided to do.
That's actually very, very useful. And I imagine that came in handy with your exclusive partnerships with programs and University of Kansas. How do these high-profile collaborations essentially accelerate your mission, to make sports more accessible?
Well, the first thing was the practicality of access, which is how do we make it frictionless in a fragmented world? The second thing is we had to apply these passports and this concept of compliant people that are safe to do business with. We had to apply that to certain places in the industry. So the first places we decided to apply it to was to camps, clinics, and lessons, where we knew we had both sides of the marketplace, meaning we had workers and we had buyers or parents and children. And so that is what we did with our collaborations. I'm happy to say that today we power all of those organizations, camps and clinics, and as well as private lessons. And that's kind of our testing ground to be able to perfect the passports in a very good way that can scale.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing, right? Your platform isn't just about booking. It opens up earning opportunities for basically athletes, coaches, anyone wanting to earn in sports. Why was it so important for you to build a platform that champions the workers just as much as families?
If you think about it, I've had plenty of friends that were athletes. And when the music stops after college, it just stops, right? And they still want to be part of the game. They spent 10 years or more of their life. They loved it. They enjoyed it. So that's why they're volunteers. That's why they're people that become officials, because they enjoy the game. They want to be a part of it, even if their body is not allowing it, right? But there was no easy way to do it, right? And so to make it easy, this is the way that we decided to do that, and why it was so important to create this lifetime identity. It starts from child all the way to being a worker. To me, it's a person in sports, and that person in sports, in order to have access, really needs our passport.
Fair enough. Final question. I really want to understand your experience here at Peak and as headline sponsor for Peak 2026, is there anything you want people to find out about the Good Game before they walk out of Vegas?
As the CEO and founder of this company, we're looking for partnerships and organizations that we can work with. The industry is very big. We don't believe in expensive solutions. We believe in practical ones that work, that actually are useful for the people. Your conference has been unbelievable. It actually exceeded expectations. So I really thank you for your hospitality and having us as part of this journey.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Zarif.
Thank you.
Zarif Haq here from Peak 2026, the Good Game, our title sponsors. Thank you, everyone.